Welcome back to Audit the Audit, where we break down the who, the what, and the right and wrong of real police encounters. In this episode, we examine juvenile detention, cruel and unusual punishment, and possible departmental corruption, using footage from the Atlanta Journal-Constitution. Be sure to check the description and give them the credit they deserve. In the early morning hours of January 2nd, 2018, Officer Cheryl Dickerson of the Roswell Police Department spotted something unusual: a golf cart cruising down Highway 9 through the middle of town. She quickly initiated a traffic stop and discovered a young man behind the wheel.
You're driving around in your mom's vehicle?
Yeah, I asked her if I could borrow it. She works at the Roswell.
At the Roswell what?
Up there. So yeah, I asked her if I could borrow it for a few minutes. And she said, yeah, just be safe. And
Okay, you understand that you cannot drive a golf cart down the road, the roadway.
I really didn't understand that. So do I have to,
How
like,
old are you?
I'm 13.
You're 13?
Is that wrong?
Yeah, it's pretty bad. Like a car could slam into the back of you, not realizing
Or
you're.
do you want me to, like, to drive her?
Well, hold on. What? Do you have ID on you or anything like that? What are you doing out here at 13 years old?
I'm going to Starbucks.
You're going to Starbucks? Where does your mom work?
She works up at Roswell. I'm just...
At Roswell what?
Like, down there at Roswell.
Where does she work? What's the name of the
The
business?
apartments. The Roswell apartments. She, like, is a manager over there.
Okay.
Officer Dickerson orders the teen out of the golf cart, detains him, searches him, and places him in the back of her patrol car. Because he's a minor, his situation falls under the juvenile justice system, designed with the idea that young offenders have a better chance at turning their lives around. While procedures vary by state, officers are generally allowed to detain minors, including handcuffing them when necessary. In Georgia, a youth can be taken into custody if there's reasonable belief they've committed a delinquent act, a status offense, or are endangered due to abuse or neglect. Importantly, this isn't technically an arrest, meaning the youth can later claim they were never arrested, as long as their case stays within juvenile court. Given that the officer witnessed the teen driving a golf cart on a major highway, she was within her authority to stop and detain him until a guardian could take over. However, as she questions him about where the cart came from and tries to contact his mother, the teen gives inconsistent answers. When Sergeant Daniel Elsey arrives, the situation takes a troubling turn.
He's seatbelted in.
Hey man, here's what I'm going to come back and ask you for a few minutes.
Oh.
Your mother's name, your mother's phone number, and the address where you live. You understand that? Click on it.
Sorry.
Click on it. Shut up. I'm just going to move out of the way. Facilitate a little. Do you think for a few minutes about where you live, and I'll be back with you in a minute.
Sergeant Elsey enters the patrol car, turns off the heater, and rolls down the windows, leaving the handcuffed teen sitting in the back seat in freezing conditions. Reports indicate the temperature that night in Roswell ranged between 12 and 18 degrees, making the situation not just uncomfortable, but potentially dangerous.
Officer Dixon, you can come in my passenger seat for a few minutes.
Okay.
Yeah, he ain't gonna say anything if it's warm.
If what?
I said he ain't gonna say anything if he's up there in the back seat and it's warm.
Oh.
So he can sit over there and be cold.
Well, okay.
That's why I rolled your windows down.
Oh.
That's fine. Give
And
me a few minutes to think about it.
should I call an 85 for the golf cart?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let him get a little chilly. Maybe that'll. All right, partner, what's your name? I'm sorry? Getting cold yet, Anthony? You can take it? Cool. So can I. Because I've got heat in this car. So here's where we're at. With the Roswell Police Department. Look at me when I'm speaking to you. My name is Sergeant Elsey with the Roswell Police Department. Okay? You can't be driving a golf cart in the streets. You understand that, right? I'm pretty sure that's not your golf cart. Is that fair to assume? Where did you get the golf cart from? What school? Yeah, I can see your breath. It's pretty cold back there. Keep telling me. Speaking of, what's Mom's name? You don't know Mom's phone number. All right, well, I'll tell you what. I'm gonna drive to this address you gave me. You live in Alpha. To this address, you're gonna hang tight right here, since you can't remember Mom's phone number. And if I can make contact with Mom, then we'll get some heat going.
He's freezing him out. He's about to drive to the address that he gave. Mom will turn the heat on in the car. It's chilly, chilly.
Signal 18 for wrong-way driver.
Aw, man. Is it cold in the car, you're asking? Yeah, it's freezing in there. Well, he's got all the windows rolled down and the heat off.
The Eighth Amendment prohibits cruel and unusual punishment in the United States, a standard rooted in common law and meant to prevent penalties that cause unnecessary suffering, pain, or humiliation. While interpretations can vary, the courts generally follow core principles. In the 1972 Supreme Court case Furman v. Georgia, Justice William Brennan outlined 4 key tests. Punishment must not degrade human dignity, must not be applied arbitrarily, must align with societal standards, and must not be excessive or unnecessary. Brennan emphasized that when a punishment is especially severe, likely applied inconsistently, rejected by society, and serves no meaningful purpose, it violates constitutional protections. After the teen endured nearly 20 minutes in the freezing patrol car, Sergeant Greg Friesen arrived, quickly recognized the issue, and pulled Elsie aside. Following their conversation, Elsie returned to the vehicle, rolled the windows back up, and turned the heater on.
The heater.
Huh? Stay over here. Are they having some super secret?
We're gonna be on our way, okay? We'll see you in a few minutes.
Eventually, the teen revealed his address, and officers returned him home to his mother. The golf cart was towed, but its owner was never found. Months later, a leaked memo revealed that another Roswell officer had already raised concerns about Elsie's behavior back in March 2018, yet no disciplinary action followed. Despite Lieutenant Bernie Holland reviewing the body cam footage shortly after the incident, Elsie faced no consequences. In fact, he was awarded Supervisor of the Year in April 2018, with a decision made just weeks after the incident. Even more troubling, internal evaluations ranked Elsie higher than Friesen, despite Friesen being the one who stepped in to stop the misconduct. It wasn't until the 11 Alive news team requested the footage 7 months later that an official investigation began. The Georgia Bureau of Investigation declined to take the case, passing it to the Fulton County District Attorney instead. Elsie was eventually placed on administrative leave pending the outcome. Overall, Elsie earns a failing grade for abusing his authority with tactics that were both unethical and potentially unlawful. Even more alarming is the department's apparent lack of urgency to address the misconduct until media pressure forced action. This incident reflects broader concerns about the Roswell Police Department, which has faced criticism and other controversies, including arrests decided by a coin flip, muted body cameras during DUI stops involving off-duty officers, and improper canine deployments. The City Council has since approved $77,000 for an independent review to uncover systemic issues and recommend reforms. The silence of other officers at the scene speaks volumes about the depth of the problem. On the other hand, Sergeant Friesen and the 11 Alive team deserve top marks. Without their intervention, this misconduct may have gone unchecked. Cases like this remind us that accountability often depends on those willing to speak up. As conversations around police reform continue, the role of ethical officers and determined journalists has never been more critical. Let us know what cases or legal topics you'd like us to cover next. And as always, thanks for watching.